All right, guys, I got a bone to pick with Twitch. I am the broadcast producer for Prime Championship Circuit, which is a grassroots tournament organizer that streams on Twitch. And this is rough. Everything that's been going on with all this freaking Twitch drama is rough. It's scary to see. It's scary to think about the future of a grassroots tournament organizer that streams on Twitch. And I mean, basically, immediately, I'm going to come right out and say it. We're already thinking about moving platforms. We're seeing what that's going to look like. We're seeing what that's going to do to us, to our viewership. I even tweeted a few things about it. Some of the things I said, I mean, I was a little heated in the moment, let's be honest. But I think it's warranted. I think it's absolutely warranted. And Twitch themselves even said it. Like, they came back afterwards really fast, by the way. The turnaround for this tweet was pretty dang quick. And I think they really heard the they really heard the community and how pissed they were. They were not happy. I mean, let's be honest. Today's branded content policy update was overly broad. This created confusion and frustration, and we apologize for that. Like, straight up. And I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate that it was such a fast turnaround for an apology for a really bad policy or a really broadly bad policy that they just kind of snuck out there. I mean, people like Asmongold was talking about it, Mogul Mail, and it was really interesting to watch those people's perspective because they are streamers who have technically made it, right? I mean, PCC, we are a small grassroots tournament organizer. We don't even have sponsors at the moment. By the way, sponsor PCC. Okay. And yeah, it's just a little scary to think about the future of that. How are we going to future-proof ourselves when it comes to branded content, when it comes to sponsorship activations? Like, how much are we actually able to sell when it comes to ad space on our platform, like on our broadcast? And it definitely got me thinking a little bit about some of the things, you know, some of the changes that we are going to see when it comes to this. And one of the big things that I was noticing is the fact that they're kind of shrinking a lot of what we're able to do as creators with our own sponsorships. I mean, they turned around and kind of sent out their Twitch ambassadors, you know, and basically saying like, hey, like, this isn't necessarily what we were looking for. We were just looking to kind of reduce competing third-party advertisers on our platform. And I totally get that. It's just the way they came about it. Everyone knows. Everyone's talked about it. Everyone's sent out a YouTube video. I don't even know why I'm making a YouTube video, but I think I have a unique perspective on this as a broadcast producer for a very small grassroots tournament organization. So one thing that I was talking about was I actually tweeted this earlier today, pretty soon after the announcement, was I want to give Twitch the benefit of the doubt that their sponsorship program will create opportunities for smaller creators where there otherwise wouldn't be. But the ROAS, or the return on advertising spend, with these guidelines seems minimal for companies looking to use this program. Less money all around. Now imagine this. This is what I had tweeted out. A logo covering 3% of the screen would obviously not be as lucrative as a burned-in video from a sponsor. It's just not going to happen. It's not there's no way that it's the same ROAS as a burned-in video. It's just not. 3% of the screen is very small. Possibly the difference between $1,000 straight to the creator for running a burned-in like sponsorship activation or video or whatever, straight to the creator, all the way down to possibly like $100 split between the creator and Twitch. Now, obviously, those are made up numbers. I just kind of thought them up, but it makes sense. If you're going to be playing a burned in video that a sponsorship or a company has sent you to play on your stream, that's obviously going to be a lot more lucrative for them and for the streamer, because you're taking up more time, more space, and it's a video. rather than a logo that covers what, 3%? So like this, you know, you got a tiny little space for logos. All that being said is esports runs, esports lives and breathes. The only way that we are able to breathe out of our nostrils is by sponsorships. And us as a grassroots tournament organizer, the Prime Championship Circuit, look us up on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that other cool stuff. We're feeling it. The fact that we don't have sponsors right now, we're feeling it. We have to kind of pull from the community. We have to pull from our own pockets, our own wallets. And it's tough. It's hard to do that by yourself. And then thinking about the future where we want to start doing brand activations, it's hard to think of doing it on Twitch now. It's just hard. And we want to look at other platforms. Now, obviously, it's been widely known that YouTube basically has the same thing, but I'm not entirely sure if it's exactly the same as what Twitch was saying or what Twitch was putting into their new guidelines. It's just, I think it's that broadness that they were talking about in their apology tweet. The fact that what they said was it was overly broad. This created confusion and frustration. So I really hope that they clarify a lot of the things that they really wanted to put in there and let us creators at least like make our own branded content for a brand and play it as a burned in video because it's a piece of content that we've made ourselves and not necessarily like just a video that a brand sent to us and we're just playing it over our live stream or something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here, Twitch. Please just make it to where I can make a living off this stuff because I really love esports, and esports is already having such a hard time, and the community is already having such a hard time because of everything, you know, what's that thing called? The market. Just everything that's been going on in our world today. It's kind of tough. It's tough for esports. It's tough for creators, and it's just tough all around, and you're kind of making it a little bit harder. So, yeah. So I hope you hear people like me, little guys, little tiny itty bitty guys like me and the Prime Championship Circuit. Follow us on YouTube. And, yeah, so that's all I really have. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and that's all I freaking got. Thanks, guys. Love you.